Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX automatic. First of this shape actually. This car's covered just 66,000 miles, finished in this lovely urban titanium metallic with a black leather interior and rear spoiler. Car is in absolutely beautiful condition. It's been wonderfully looked after both mechanically but also cosmetically. It's said someone's treated it very, very, very gently indeed. I apologise, it's a little bit later and the camera tends to make everything look a little bit sort of more colourful than in fact it is, so do apologise. But to go around the car for you, lights and lenses clear, intact, there's no cracks or condensation in them at all. Bumper very clean, likewise the bonnet. It's hard to see a stone chip anywhere there of any note. Near side, passenger side, absolutely smooth in the panels, no indentations at all. Near side front alloy, absolutely beautiful, and the panel work is absolutely extraordinary for what is now a 10-year-old car. Near side rear alloy, again absolutely stunning. With the rear spoiler fitted, just changes the whole stance of the car. It's subtle, but it works absolutely beautifully. And around the back of the car again, everything's just so crisp and clean. Offside of the vehicle, driver's side, again, just mirror smooth. It's been washed off, not polished, and it's just got such a natural gleam about the paintwork. Offside rear alloy, again, absolutely unmarked. The remaining panel work is wonderfully, wonderfully clean. And final alloy, again, in absolutely fantastic condition. It really is in extraordinary condition for its age. For the car now, massive boots on the car. And again, I mean, CR-Vs are normally very heavily used because they're predominantly family cars. This one is so clean in the back, load liner fitted, which means that the carpeted areas underneath, but pretty much as new in all honesty. Let's come to the back of the car now. Wide opening rear doors, absolutely enormous amounts of legroom in the back, virtually sort of limousine-like. And again, CR-Vs really heavily used in the back generally. Yeah, this one has got away virtually scot-free. It is in beautiful condition. It's coming on the passenger side front. Again, all very, very clean and tidy. Passenger seat on the front here. Again, being hardly used at all. Or hardly been used at all. Finally, come around on the driver's side. Again, wonderfully clean and tidy. Footwell areas likewise. And driver's seat for a 10-year-old car, I mean, that's extraordinary. It really is. I mean, you always get a bit of compression on the bolsters here, which you're naturally going to get as your backside slides in and out. But it's very, very, very clean and tidy there. So inside the car now, as always, the engine's running to this section, so the dash can be seen illuminated. In absolutely beautiful condition again, it really is. Sat nav, you can see, working exactly as it should. Put the car into reverse, get a lovely clear gridded parking camera. Again, all working exactly as intended. The video doesn't really do justice to how nicely this one's been kept. It's just got such a freshness about the interior and everything about it, really. Just panning there for you, 66,712 miles, though no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V, and it's a 2-litre EX automatic. This car is registered SW62OFK, and with a mileage of just 66,704 recorded. The reason for doing all of our videos, and especially this road test section actually, is to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they actually get to see the car we're advertising in operation. The reason we feel it's important is really simple actually. It's because, like far too many people, we've been to see cars which have looked perfectly good in photographs and descriptions, only to get there and find out when we've seen and driven it, it's got a fundamental issue that shows up whilst driving the car. So hence that's why we do it. Also done on these lovely quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire. This actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, so hopefully then would be representative of what you feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, lovely ownership, lovely Honda service history. It's been impeccably maintained and is in lovely condition, as you'll know from the walk around video. Engine starts, first press of the button, top of the range car. I guess that's why it's moving my keys, it's a bit rattling. Move it again. There we are, move out of the way. That's better. Yeah, it starts instantly, settles an absolutely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle, and it's been running for some time now. Honda, by common consent, build the best four-cylinder engines in the world, and it's easy to see why, because it's just such a lovely engine. It's sweet-natured, it's quiet, it's refined, it's got a lovely engine note to it. It's just mechanical sophistication. It is absolutely brilliantly done. They're timing chain driven, there's no cam belts on them, they last an absolute eternity with just regular maintenance, and have a reputation for reliability that's absolutely unmatched in its class. It's just a world-class engine, but it's a joyous engine to use day in, day out. It really is. It's matched, or paired rather, to this Honda automatic gearbox. Like the engines, they've got a reputation for being incredibly tough and durable. Obviously they've chosen the gear ratios to try and extract the best out of the engine in terms of both fuel economy and performance, so it's obviously a compromise between the two, and it does a very, very good job of it. Notwithstanding reputation, as I always say, you should always check the fundamentals of any gearbox, automatic that is, and that's basically just make sure when you select drive or reverse from stationary, there's no great clunks or delays in engagement, and the gear changes on the move should be smooth, and they're perfect. It's absolutely exactly as it should be. You can also use these paddles, by the way, on the steering wheel here. They're quite handy, actually. If you're going to, let's say, overtake a tractor or a slow car, you can just, like now, it'll always find the gear that corresponds to your forward speed. So if I pull back now, select me fourth. If I wanted to zip by put something, go down to third, accelerate past. Only when I ease off the throttle or I change up will it change up. It just means that, you know, it doesn't do that horrible thing that automatics can do, which is to sort of change gear halfway through an overtaking manoeuvre, which can be an interesting concept. But it's, you know, and it turns itself off after a couple of seconds as well. So it's, you know, you don't have to sort of select anything on the gear lever to activate it. But it works, all works perfectly. Steering on the car, you know, Honda, you know, the best-selling SUV in the world, and it's obvious why. It's obvious why it is. It's just so car-like. The steering is precise, it's accurate, it's very well weighted, very confidence-inspiring. It also tracks absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit, and it works in harmony with the chassis. It really does. You don't have to turn the wheel too far to get the car to move. It's, you know, pretty direct, in all honesty. It's very, very nicely done. Turn right here and go. This section of the road, by the way, has got a surface a bit like that of the moon. It's pitted, it's horrible, which is why I go up this section, so I can listen out for any sort of clonks or rattles coming under the car that shouldn't actually be there. They ride brilliantly well, these cars, I have to say. Again, that's the other side to it. So say there's no noises, it's perfect. Yeah, it rides really well, because, you know, ride comfort is really subjective. You know, you hear some people from Motoring Press and they'll say they're firm, or other cars are too soft, or whatever. Basically, I think a car's got to do all things pretty well. I've got in some which you drive them up there, they're so smooth. But then, unfortunately, you get to corners and they lollop around and they lurch and keel over at the first sign of a corner, and they can be horribly nauseating. This does a brilliant job of being very, very comfortable indeed. But when you go through a load of corners, regardless of the type of corner, whether they're bumpy, off camber, long radius or whatever, it handles them brilliantly well, and it really is a very accomplished car. Just going to give the brakes a good old shove, make sure no one's directly behind me at the legal limit now. So give that a nice hard shove. So good brake pedal on the car, pulls the car nice and straight and true. There's no kind of pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal. It's all in fine fettle. Finally coming inside the car, beautifully built interior, absolutely beautifully built. No squeaks, no rattles. It's 10 years old. I know it's low mileage, but astonishing how solid these things feel. They're also lovely places to sit and drive a car, in all honesty. It's got brilliant visibility all around, makes you feel very confident on the road, helped by these massive wing mirrors. But you've got the dash design, which is very heavily equipped. There's a load of kit on the car, but it's actually really easy to use. A couple of days in the car and it's all become second nature very, very quickly indeed, and all working perfectly. Sat nav, big screen on the EX models, dual zone climate control system, so you can have different temperatures side to side on the vehicle, and that's pumping out lovely cold air, by the way. It's quite warm today, it's over 20 degrees. Heated seats again, all work exactly as they should. All of the switch gears always has that wonderful quality or actuation that Honda give you. You just know that it's a really high quality product. When you even touch the minor controls quite often. Dash binnacle in front, again, just typical of Honda. Very simple, easy, legible dials. Very easy to take the information in. It's just all the information you need to know more. They don't overcomplicate it. You've got this lovely small diameter leather bound steering wheel, which looks and feels absolutely as new to hold. It shows no wear at all, and all functions again working exactly as they're meant to on it. This is a four-wheel drive version of the CR-V. All the EX models are, albeit you'll notice there's no buttons for four-wheel drive, because it does it for you basically. Honda again very quickly worked out that 99.9% of their customers would be driving as I am today in perfectly good conditions, where you don't need four-wheel drive on. It's there should you need it. The problem with having a car with permanent four-wheel drive is it is permanently on, and that means that you're going to use up more fuel, get through your tyres more quickly, and put more mechanical stress through the vehicle. This basically, it's just genius really. It uses the traction control system of the car to detect if the front wheels start to lose grip, mud, snow, ice, that kind of thing. And before you could possibly react, it's engaged the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive absolutely seamlessly. It's like someone giving you a press in the back and pushing you up a hill. It's just so clever. And both myself and my wife have CR-Vs, both four-wheel drive ones, both the EXs. I tow a caravan with ours, and even across some sort of pretty muddy fields, we've never come close to getting stuck with it. Also, by the way, its lack of use and simplicity gives it its reliability as well. I mean, we've been selling Hondas now using this system for nearly 30 years, and never so much as put a spanner on one of them in terms of the four-wheel drive system, so it is robust indeed. As I said at the start of the video, the point of it, brief as it may well be, is literally just to show the car operating. It drives just absolutely beautifully, really, really does. Very, very well cared for car. As always though, if you've got any questions about the vehicle, don't hesitate, do give us a call.